good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First down throw for Cousins. And his first look is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins now. It is incomplete.
They've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he'll go down. The 26, following a gain of 6.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And now Stafford must not be pleased with something. He's going to turn, and he signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Robert Alford there defensively.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Down Chiefs.
the gun, Stafford. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
First down, Chiefs.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 41, Stafford escaping the pressure right. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. And a first down, Chiefs.
Now Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now for the point after. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play it that way. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Quandre Diggs there defensively.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd and long for Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A real let down defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Chiefs 7, Chargers 0.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Cousins. Sound complete. It's Jacobs. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Well, we got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger 1st. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that's incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run it with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
13-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Flushed it down. Big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And out across midfield down to the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Kansas City.
Here's Stafford. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Stafford on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Third down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will try and score when given the opportunity.
Intercepted. Picked up by Quandre Diggs. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking at Stafford once, and it's intercepted. Quandre Tankersley with a pick. The 40, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Cousins rolling to his right. He's going to go down again. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Edwards-Helaire.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Just beating the play clock. Stafford flushed out right to the right side to Eric Ebron. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. almost his bread and butter, is a good running back dive play.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Cousins sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Rodney McLeod. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And now Stafford must not be pleased with something. He's going to turn, and he signals for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford will find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that'll be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
Cousins again. Over the middle complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll wind up giving this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. All the way down inside the 5 and the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal at the
working out of the gun. Cousins eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and this time he is in. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this is going to be intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Taken down.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Chargers 34, Chiefs 20. Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed One told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first and 10, Stafford. Flushed out right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Robert Alford. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Joe, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So, for the Chargers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.